Hey there, grammar splainies! Let's learn and practice the dark L. The dark L is the sound in words like call, smell, hill, Kool. The most important thing about making that sound is to make it come from way back in your throat. Let's just make a few sounds from the front of our mouth so you can get a sense of the contrast. We can all make sounds like ch, ch, da, 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 ah. So make those sounds with me and see if you can be aware of how they're coming from the front of your mouth. Now make those sounds with me. Ch, da 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 da, ah, ah. But for the dark L, you're going to make the sound come from the back of your throat. Sort of imagine you're swallowing backwards, so you're swallowing but you're pushing sound out. Oh, oh, oh. Or imagine you're a bullfrog and you're puffing out your throat. Oh, oh. Now, these sounds are exaggerations, but I just want you to feel getting sounds out of the back of your throat. Feel that sensation, that physical sensation. Oh. And if you put your fingers around here, you can feel the sides of your throat bulging a little as you make that sound. Oh. Oh. You don't get that with those front of the mouth sounds. Ah, ah, ah. You don't get it. You can feel the difference. And if you look in a mirror, you can see the difference. Oh, oh, oh. Your tongue should just barely touch the roof of your mouth, and it should be tense, because if you have a flat tongue, you're going to get kind of a light L, like, you don't want that. Oh. Now, another thing, even though your tongue can start off just about anywhere, you want to finish with your tongue on the roof of your mouth to sort of seal off or close off that sound. Otherwise, you're just going to be dangling along with something like pull. You don't want that. You want to really seal in that L. Pull. My tongue is pretty far back, so you can't really see it, but it's touching the roof of my mouth. Pull. So let's start with some listen and repeat exercises with that ol sound. Pull. Pull. Full. 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 Bull. 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 Wool. 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 How are you doing with that sound? Try it over and over. It's actually the easiest sound to make with the dark L, and it's one you're going to make every time. I'll tell you why. Whenever you have any other vowel before that dark L, eel, ill, all, it's going to change into that ol sound as you draw that sound further into the back of your throat. So slowly it's ill, ill, all. It's sort of a fight between that starting vowel and your throat wins. Like the E in eel, it's going to be eel before you get to the L. Eel. So keep that in mind while we try pronouncing some simple English words. Oh. 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 Owl. 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 By the way, that's o. Owl. 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 L. L, L, eel, 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 ill, 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 I'll, 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 ale, ale, ale. Now let's put some consonants at the beginnings of those words and we'll try to shorten the words a little, try to speed it up a little. Pal, gal, shall, gale, pale, shale. Are you hearing that? I'm actually changing that vowel, shale. It almost sounds like two syllables, shale. Try to make it smooth. Shale, shale. Tell, well, sell, teal, wheel, seal, hill, mill, will, while, dial, mile. And again, with that I sound, words like dial and mile, you're going to hear yourself making two separate syllables. Dial, mile. Try to keep it smooth. Dial, mile. Tall, small, fall, toll, roll, pole, school. That oo sound is another one where you're going to want to help yourself with an extra syllable. School. Try to keep it smooth. Rule, rule. There are two common mispronunciations of the dark L, and one of them is to pronounce the L as an O. Well, little. Try to avoid that. Don't let that sound come out the front of your mouth. Pull your tongue back fast. Let's try some contrasting pairs so you can feel and hear the difference. Meadow, metal. Are you able to make that sound, that dull? If you can't, just make it dull. Meadow, medal. Neo, kneel. Remember, pull your tongue back and seal in that L by putting it on the roof of your mouth. Mayo, male. Duo, dual. Row, roll. Stow, stole. Mow, mole. Doe, dole. Did you hear, see, and feel the difference in those words? The second common mispronunciation is to pronounce that L as an R. And you solve that problem the same way by really focusing on funneling that sound down into the and into the O. You've got to force it down into the back of your throat. Let's do some of those contrasting pairs to practice. This will also give us a chance to practice the American R. Air, L. Air, ale. Ear, eel. Hour, owl, card, cold, hoard, hold, cord, cold, heirs, else, copper, topple, snapper, snapple, ripper, ripple, sharper, carpal, stunner, tunnel, rubber, rubble, double, trouble, litter, little, neater, needle, shooter, noodle, water, waddle, putter, puddle, muddle. Again, I hope you could feel and hear the difference between the R and the L. Now let's try some phrases. These aren't tongue twisters, they're just real phrases that I happen to find on a science news site. You can find phrases like this on your own. So let's try this one, a new antiviral pill. Antiviral, antiviral, pill. A new antiviral pill. A new antiviral pill. A new antiviral pill. How about this one? A volcano-induced rainy period. Volcano. 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 A volcano-induced rainy period. A volcano-induced rainy period. A volcano-induced rainy period. How about this story from Egypt? X-rays revealed. 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 X-rays revealed. X-rays revealed. X-rays revealed. How about this one from the French Revolution? Ink analysis reveals. 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 Ink analysis reveals. Ink analysis reveals. Ink analysis reveals. And finally, let's try this one, the spoken word album experimental words. Album, album, experimental, experimental, experimental. The spoken word album experimental words. The spoken word album experimental words. How does it sound on your end? Keep doing these exercises and tell me in the comments below what else you want to learn and practice.